Nick over here, the KOC, that's the king of consistency. And today we're talking about one of the things that I see a lot of players do that makes them incredibly inconsistent. It has to deal with our alignment, and more specifically, how we're walking into the golf ball. So you can see here, I'm on the 9th hole at Hamilton Farm on the Highlands course. I've got one ball here on the tee, I've got an alignment stick on the ground, I've got another golf ball inside that. What I see a lot of players do is they walk into the golf ball incorrectly. So they might pick their target back here properly, but then they walk into it and they're standing in line with, kind of on this alignment stick or in front of, and then their lead foot is up here staggered out ahead of the trail foot. So then when they look down the target line, they're looking and they're skewing their neck so that it's harder for them to actually figure out where they're aligned. And then two, once they take their setup, they're aimed way too far to the right. So when I'm aimed too far to the right, I'm going to come back over the top of it so that I can try to pull the ball back online. So I'm going to take this alignment stick away, but I'm going to leave that golf ball there. And then when I walk into this golf ball, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the club head first, and I'm going to have my lead foot in line with or maybe slightly behind this golf ball right here. My trail foot is staggered up slightly, and I set the club head first. Then I can look down my target line, get my feet set, and then go. Now the reason why we want to do it this way, let's go back to Jack Nicklaus, Arnold Palmer, Gary Player, those guys, right? When those guys used to putt, they would get way back here crouched, really open. And why do you think they would putt like this? So they could see the line more efficiently. So we want to go ahead and do the same thing here when we're getting set up for our golf shots. So into it, look, take my step, then I'm good to go. So let's make sure we're walking into that golf ball properly, getting our club head set first, making sure our body is a little bit open to the target so we can look down that target line more efficiently. And I guarantee you, you'll start to hit more consistent shots next time on the golf course because you're doing this much more effectively. All right, guys, here we are from a little different camera angle. Now we're down the line. Again, I've got my alignment stick. It's in line with the golf ball. And then I have my target ball here just on the inside part. And it's going to help me when I'm coming to walk into it. Again, I'm going to start with my lead foot in line with this golf ball right here. My trail foot is going to be staggered out in front. And I'm going to always set the club head first. Then I can look down that target. It's a lot easier for me to see where I'm pointed. I can then take my grip, my stance, and then it's go time. Now from this angle, what I'll typically see, again, going back to the face-on view, is people will step into it and they get their trail foot in line with the golf ball, and then their lead foot is typically out here staggered in front, which is then getting me pointed too far to the right. So then I look down the target line, and I have to twist my neck in a funky way to try to see if I'm actually looking down the target properly. So we're tricking ourselves into believing we're aimed correctly. So then I step into it this way, I take it back, and then I have to pull it back over, swing it over the top to get the pull back onto the target line that I'm intending. So we're gonna make sure that we're getting there correctly. Again, lead foot in line with golf ball, trail foot up staggered, in, boom. I can look one more time, and then it's go time. So let's make sure when we're walking into the golf ball to get lined up, we're doing it correctly so that we can be more consistent and hit better shots.